Hello, welcome to the second part of This Video Has No Value, where I chat at you for as long as I have set the timer for. I know, very productive, very useful. We love it here. Well, I do. Anyway, and today the first topic that I would like to talk about is doing silly, crazy things in public, which is my... What's the word for it? What is it called? My guilty pleasure. It is my guilty pleasure doing something silly Billy. And now I didn't used to have the confidence that I do now. And what has helped me grow and develop my confidence is always going out and finding something to do that I found to be outside of my comfort zone. So first it started off with literally speaking in a group setting, because I am an immigrant child, so when I first moved to an English-speaking country, I didn't speak English. So it was really like I lost my voice and I was really like so shy and embarrassed to even speak. So it started off with something as simple as literally speaking in a group setting. And then I did that, and at first it was so hard and like embarrassing. No matter what I said, I felt embarrassed. And so like difficult and scary, and I always thought like, oh my god, people are gonna make fun of me of my accent, which they did when I was a teenager. Fuck you if you are one of the bullies who's watching me now. Suck my big fat dick. Anywho, so I found that really scary until I kept doing it, and it stopped being scary anymore. Because when you expose yourself, literally exposure therapy, if you don't know, get to know. I rep it, I love it, it's what I live by. Hence why I'm a stripper now. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. So, exposure therapy. The more you do it, the more you realize that it's not as scary as you thought it was in your mind, right? And I kept building things up to do scarier and scarier things that I thought. So at first, I started speaking in public, and then I stopped being embarrassed about it, and I built my confidence. And then I carried on and I started doing silly little things like now I like dance in public to my headphones. Like nobody can hear my music, and I'm walking down the street and I'm waiting for the traffic lights to get green, and I'm literally just like dancing to myself. And I don't care that people are watching. If anything, like I kind of indulge in it now. I'm like, okay, watch me. You're only watching me because you ain't me. Period. And now like I go to the children's park by myself to do the slides literally to do the slides and like climb around, and I'll go there without anyone. I'll just go there by myself, and then all the parents look at me and I'm just kind of like, you wish you did what I'm doing. You literally only had kids to be able to do what I'm doing, and you still don't have the balls to. So suck my willy once again. Period. Anywho, and the more I do the silly, goofy things in public, the more I realize that nothing actually matters. Obviously, still have a moral compass. I'm not saying like be retarded or immoral or like a white man. But I'm saying keep doing silly, goofy things, because the more you do them at first, like your heart is going to be pounding and you're not going to feel comfortable. But then the more you do it, you'll realize that it's okay. Like even right now, I feel quite silly goofy because I rented out a car. This is not a car that I own. I rented out a car in Australia, and I don't know why I said in Australia. I want to show off that I live in Australia now because I moved from UK to Australia, and that's a big deal. But anyway, that was a side note. Anywho, I rented out a car. I went to buy a microphone. I went to a few stores. It was actually a pain of my day, a pain in the ass to get this microphone. But anyway, I got this microphone. I parked in a random street, I don't know fuck where, and I put on my camera and I'm just talking to you and sharing my thoughts. Like, I feel silly goofy, and if anyone, like, people have been walking past, I do look silly goofy. I'm not gonna lie. But do I love it? Yes. Do I want to be the center of attention? Perhaps. Do I love being the center of attention? Most definitely yes. So take that on board and start doing silly, goofy things in public, because I have loved it. And if I have loved it, other people will do too. So that means that you are likely to like it too. Period. Slay queen. Okay, another topic that I wanted to discuss today. Let me have a look. Because, we only have 3 minutes. Okay, so, yes, I wanted to talk about beauty standards whilst working as a sex worker. Now, I work as a stripper, and it's not normal for you to be exposed to, the Instagram, like, hypothesis? I don't know. The Instagram... I can't think of the word. I don't have enough time to do that. But anyway, you know how with the production of Instagram, we have been exposed to so many beautiful people, which is not like psychologically normal for us to be exposed to. Usually in a real life, well, it is real life, but back in the old days is what I'm trying to say. You used to live in your village and there would be like 3 really good looking people that are like silly, goofy, stupidly like pretty, and that would be the most pretty people, like ridiculously pretty, I mean the most pretty people that you have ever seen, right? And that doesn't hurt your self-perception because it's only 3, right? So you think, wow, that's unusual, like that's fine, like it only happens once every blue moon, like whatever, we aren't all this beautiful. And obviously by beauty I mean like things that are conforming to the beauty standard in the 21st century, which is all very fake and full of nonsense. But anywho, that is what we have been preconditioned to find beautiful, right? So where was I going with this? Working in a strip club, they only hire the most beautiful, creme de la creme, top of the top, BBL, sharp jawline, beautiful ladies. And to be exposed to so many beautiful women, which I adore them all, they're all fantastic, baddest bitches alive. But anywho, I'm one of them. Anywho, it has been mentally hard, and we're all always like, the changing rooms are full of discussing like, oh my god, I want to get this surgery or that surgery, I want to change this about my appearance, or I want to change this. And because we have enough money, we actually can, because those things cost a fucking lot. And it all confirms to the male like beauty standard, right? And we earn more money the more we conform to these standards. I was looking for a different word to standards, but I couldn't find one, so it's fine. I'm gonna pause it because I'm not finished with what I'm talking about and we only have 9 minutes left. So I keep derailing and then my head goes foggy. Anyway, what was I saying? It's weird because I don't smoke weed anymore, so why would my brain go foggy, huh? Like, I should be on my peak performance. But anywho, we can afford to get all of those surgeries, so our conversations go like, I want to get this surgery or that surgery or that surgery. So it normalizes the idea of altering the way that you look because you're exposed to those kind of talks and you see people getting all those surgeries as well, which again normalizes it. If you're outside of that environment, like, I don't know any of my normal job friends getting any surgeries, like barely ever. It's so like uncommon. Whereas when you go to the changing room of strippers, everyone's getting XYZ, the fillers, the boob jobs, the fanny clips. That did not make sense. You know what I mean? And it's so easy to get lost in the need to want to alter yourself, especially when your income is kind of directly attached to it, right? So basically, to wrap up this whole beauty standard working as a stripper thing, if you're thinking about going into the industry, you have to be so sure in yourself and love yourself so unconditionally that you don't want to change yourself. And even I pride myself in how much I love myself. Like, it's one of the biggest qualities of me that I attach to me and my identity that I absolutely adore. I still get work done all the time. And like, literally tomorrow I'm getting my jaw and chin filler top because I feel like it's like gone down, and I can't, like, I love getting it done. By all means, by the way, even though I'm discussing all of this, getting work done does make you happier. I'm not saying every time, I'm not saying all the time, but from my own personal experience, every time I've had something done that I was insecure about, yes, it doesn't tackle the problem at the root, but I have been so much happier every single time that I got something done. So if you want something done, I don't want to discourage you, but I'm saying that you can go overboard when you work in a place like a strip club, that you will keep wanting to find things to correct about yourself. And it's just like a dangerous mental environment that I want you to be aware of. And if you're in the same place as I am, check yourself, because I've needed to check myself recently, because even though I'm absolutely gorgeous, I am still looking to get my lip filler, my jaw and chin filler. I'm thinking about like correcting this and correcting that, and I've had to kind of like take a little step back. Well, I say that, but I'm still getting things done. But I'm getting a little step back compared to how much more I wanted to get done. So on that note, if you got to the end of watching this video and you're not my family member, you're a random person I've never met before, thank you so much. I love you millions. Let me know what else you'd like for me to discuss next week or in the next episode of the No Value Show. And yeah, I hope this has helped. I hope anyone can relate, and I hope this was insightful. And I love you millions, and I'll see you again next week.